Get that. So, since starting strength pretty much recommends bulking a lot during NLP, did you go through a fat phase before your current form, and how do you view the aesthetics part in general in relation to starting strength? Oh
A
boy,
fat phase before your current form?
Alex has never been fat. Oh,
I was I
you
was
cycle between
borderline
5 to 10.
obese as a teenager.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a little fatty fat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a photo that you can
Um,
show us?
no. God no. I've scrubbed them all out of existence. My mother still has some. So if
Uh,
you make the trek out to Pennsylvania, and you'll be able to
when you
get them
get there,
from
does
her.
she say, "Alex, you need to eat more"?
No, she actually is much happier now. Much
Uh,
happier now.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Since SS recommends bulking a lot during the NLP, SS recommends bulking if you need to bulk. I think that's one of the things that people are kind of being a little bit silly about. If you're already fat and already fluffy, just stay at maintenance and you'll tighten up. You know, if you've been living the bulking lifestyle for 20 years and you're like a 40-year-old guy who's 250 at 5'10 with no muscle, you do not need to be bulking. People a lot of times use the "I'm burning 200 calories lifting weights in the gym" as an excuse to go hog wild. You do not need to. If you read the books, it will very clearly tell you that if you are overweight, do not bulk, because you're just kind of digging a deeper hole for yourself. And then at a certain point, you know, I think past 18, 19% for men, the nutrient partitioning that you're getting during weight gain is very preferential to fat. So if you're already really fat and you gain 10 pounds, we want 7 of those to be muscle. But if you're not doing it super right, that could end up being 7 pounds fat, 3 pounds of muscle. Um, how do you view aesthetics in part in relation to SS? Starting strength by itself is a text that is a mechanical argument as to how to perform the lifts, and programming those lifts for a relatively short period of time. So I am 26. Hopefully I will live for, let's say, one standard deviation past the average life expectancy, and I'll end up at like 83 years old before I die. I'm going to be training until I'm, let's say, 82 in that case, right? That is a lot of years between those. Starting strength as a concept is supposed to help me get through the first few months. And you'll hear Rip say this a lot, where he'll be like, yeah, if you've been lifting for 10 years, you have a 500-pound pole, do whatever you do, what you want. Do what's fun to you. Do what's helpful to you. You know what you have as an opinion already. And I think that aesthetics in part in relation to SS, it's a frivolous question, because again, it's your first 3 months. Like, what do you expect from your first 3 to 5 months of training? For some hyper responders, they'll be able to look great after it, but not everybody.